Welcome back everyone, this is Unique Trader. Recently, a friend of mine asked me a question, how to invest. Now, investing in itself is a very huge concept, it cannot be covered in a single video. And if the similar query ever crossed your mind, here I am with a short, sweet and simple way to do investing in the markets. Now before I proceed, there are many who doesn't even know how to pull up this chart. So you can go to tradingview.com and get this chart. It's free of cost. You can have a look at this and let's begin our analysis with that. Now all that we need for investing is this Fibonacci. Yes, you heard me correct, it's Fibonacci. You must have learned about it in school days. Fibonacci sequence, it's derived from that, it's a derivative of it. So in this you need to keep a settings of this 0%. Each number represents percentage. 1.786, that's close to 79, and 0.705, that's close to 70.5%. These are the settings you need to keep. Now before we proceed, I've pulled up a monthly chart of Nifty 50 for investing. Since we are investing, you need to hold the positions for a longer term. It's not like trading. Now in monthly chart, each candle represents a month. So every candle that you see is a month time period. As you can see, the candle that I am pointing at is June 1993, and if I pull it to the next one, it's July 1993. So there is a difference of 1 month. Each candle represents 1 month. Now let's proceed with the investing. There are set of rules and instructions that you need to follow before you invest. The first one is dynamic price. What do I mean by dynamic price? Price surging in one direction. You see this? The big price runs in one direction. This is what I mean by dynamic price. We need this. So price like this in one direction, not the choppy ones. As we see here, these are not the ones that we want. The dynamic ones. This is a dynamic one. These are the ones that we want. So criteria number 1, dynamic price. Number 2, we need Fibonacci sequence, Fibonacci series 70.5 to 78.6. This zone is where we are going to buy. This is a very crucial zone for us. And the set rule number 3, I'll explain it to you as the video goes on. Now we are going to pull the fib from the low end of the swing to the high end of the swing. Now if none of you knows what a swing low or a swing high is, I'll be explaining that as well. So basically a swing low is made up of 3 candles. One candle which is the lowest and the 2 candles that are above it. So that's a swing low, as we can see. And similarly, if you turn it upside down, it becomes a swing high. One candle at the highest and the 2 candles beneath it. So this is a swing high and that's a swing low. This is the visual representation how a swing high and swing low would look. So now we are going to pull our fib from the swing low to the highest high of the swing that the price reached before coming into the zone of buying. So this is the highest point. That's why I'm going to put my fib over there. As we can see, the price did come to our 70.5 level. So that was an investing area. We could have bought Nifty 50 at that time, hoping for it to go above the high. That would be the target. And now I'll explain the third criteria. Remember the first two. The first one was dynamic price. The second, the zone of 70.5 to 78.6 in the Fib. And now the third one is very crucial, where the idea gets invalidated and I don't want to be investing in the chart anymore. So as we can see, the price eventually went in our favor. However, let's imagine if price kept going down, down, down and down. Instead of going up like this, what would have happened if price just kept going down, 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 down? Where will I exit my positions and happily take my loss? If the price closes below the low which I am pulling the fib from, if the price ever closes below that low, I'll be out of the position and I'll happily take my loss and consider that as a bad investing period. That's a simple and sweet condition, isn't it? So these three criterias are the basis on which we are going to invest. Now, to proceed further, where is the next dynamic price swing? We need to find that. As we can see, the next dynamic price swing is over here. So what I'm gonna do is pull the fib to the low and to the high of the next dynamic price swing. This is the high of the next dynamic price swing and this is the low. And as we can see, we did got our entry. Now however, you need to hold this position without any profit for years. Now this is what makes investing hard. You need to be able to hold positions for years without generating profits. It isn't until 4 years, it took 4 years to give you profits, ultimately hit your target. This is the period you need to hold your positions. Now let's look at the next dynamic price swing and pull our fibs. The highest one is there, and we have also pulled the fib to the lowest, most dynamic swing low as well. Did we get an entry? Yes, we did got an entry. However, in this condition, price went below the entry. Now this is the time when panic comes in. You're thinking, oh, this is not good, this is going to my stop. But remember the criteria 3: until and unless the price closes below the low, we do not exit. And let's go to the next one. Did we get an entry over here? Well, it fell short of our entry, so no investing during this time. Now where is the next dynamic price swing? From this low to the extreme high, and we'll see if we get an entry. Yes, indeed we got an entry, and price reacted handsomely to give us profits. Now let's move forward to the next dynamic price swing. It's right over there. Do we get an entry? We keep doing this. Whenever price does this dynamic price, we keep pulling our fibs to the highest high. Do we get an entry? No. Now where's the next one? Right over there. A swing low, making a dynamic price surge higher. Right over there. Do we get an entry? Yes, and the price surges higher. Now, did we require any rocket science to do investing? No. Still, why is it so tough to do investing? Because remember, these candles represent a month. 1 month each candle represents. You need to wait years for it to occur, and you need to wait years for you to get profitable. That's what makes it tougher. You'll be watching this video of mine and forgetting in the next 5 minutes. This is what the reality is. See how many in the chart that I am showing you is from 1991 till 2023, almost 3 decades. And how many chances of investing we got? only 5. Only 5 chances to invest in Nifty 50 in past 3 decades. That's not a lot of chances you get. And if you zoom it down to the last 2 decades, we got only 2 chances. That's 1 chance per decade. How many of you have the nerve, and how many of you will remember the criterias? Now, we base this idea on probability. As we saw previously, price has done similar things, so we are expecting price to do the same thing in the future as well. Hence, in trading, we always see the quote, past results are not indicative of future success. That's true. But let's assume you're going to office and you need to make a bet. Will you bet on going to office tomorrow or not going to office tomorrow? Well, there is always a chance that you will not go. But what are the odds you will go and you will not go? Certainly, the chances are higher that you will go to office tomorrow. The same thing happens in investing as well, or trading in general. We base our ideas where probability falls in our side. So as we saw, the probability in this is to buy at the zone of 70 to 78.6 and wait for the price to go up. Let's now pull our fib to the most recent dynamic swing to see if we get a future investing opportunity or not. Now, the most recent dynamic swing high is right over there, and the most recent dynamic swing low is right over there. Perfect. So this is the most recent dynamic price swing, and if the price ever comes between the 70.5 to 78.6% zone, I'll be looking for investing opportunities again. And if the price ever closes below the swing low, I'll be exiting my positions from Nifty 50 happily if price ever closes below the low. With this, I'll close the video. Take care, stay safe. This is a Unique Trader.